Hey, so I did a really bad job making an intro for this video. So here's the original marketplace listing. I mean, I paid $10,000 for this basically left for dead Hitachi. This is the only picture I saw of it when I made my decision to buy it. So my buddy Jim and I here are gonna be getting this thing going and hopefully enjoy the video.
Famous.
You should.
Let me open up the
Ah, you would have had the right battery.
See? I told you.
All right. Here we are. It's all ours. Oh, we'll try it. Okay, key works. Need wrenches.
Smells weird in there. Smells musty.
Old.
Well,
What are the dates on our batteries?
Better pull the oil was changed back in 04. That's good. Yeah. 04?
That's not there. Ooh,
Yeah, it's
what's
right
switch
there.
for?
I know, that's what I just said.
They didn't punch out the battery. Alright, let's go get some tools, get this thing. Will you quit sniffing the air cleaner?
No, I got it out of my mouth. I can't run a light through this thing. I think we better run air cleaner.
Where's the stop? Oh no, it doesn't have a hood prop.
What?
There's no hood prop.
Oh.
Maybe it has
You're
one.
gonna get hit.
Yeah, I'll be the one to die. Okay, now we gotta find our fuel. There's the, is that the, oh, it's already got a clicker pump on it.
Oh my god. Somebody
Right.
already had their way with it?
I guess.
Like, in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know, I can't
Is
tell.
it factory or not?
No, it is
Okay.
not, it is not
They
factory.
already had their way with it.
Oh! Okay. Hey, you wanna get me a 1/4-inch nut driver?
Oh my god.
Or a flat screwdriver? Give me the, yeah, that'll work.
Yo, you got fuel yet? I'm ready to start.
You are not ready to start. Alright.
You remember which way these batteries going?
That's kind of your job.
Ripping shit all off.
Hey, we got fuel at the clicker pump.
Positive to negative.
The fuel actually doesn't smell bad.
This is 24 volt?
Yes. Come on, you have a 590.
God. Well, I've been living that mini life. The 590 is just a relic.
Oh, okay. Got our hose clamp.
Negative to whatever to positive.
Alright. We got our fuel pump set up here. You okay there?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's get this here. Alright, let's get this hose clamp on. Clamp on there.
I even looked at the ether. I had it in my hand. I said, nah,
He'll remember that.
he's smarter than me. He'll know better.
You should never assume.
Well, that's why I kept on asking you. And ether is not in my etiquette.
Listen, I try to avoid ether.
What?
I try to avoid ether.
Yeah, no shit, so do I. Yeah. There's a lot of wire nuts on here.
Should not use wire nuts in a heavy equipment application.
Why?
I don't know. It's not proper etiquette.
It'll be fun, they said.
It'll be fun, they said.
You know, I would just wake up in the middle of the day, or wake up in the morning, or whatever. And I don't think, you know, I just wake up in the middle of the day and start working on something. I don't think Man, I didn't think I'd be out in the middle of the woods trying to get a machine going.
Why aren't you happy?
Yeah, we're out here in bum whatever.
Hey, some people call this a home.
It's not my home.
Alright, we got our fuel.
Batteries are not going to be properly mounted and secured. My CDL instructor would not.
He would not appreciate that. Alright, got fuel lines hooked up.
This ground has seen better days.
Let's hook this clicker pump up, see if we can get some fuel bled through here. We got jump box hooked up. Oh no. Crack that.
Somehow, since we can't see this, we should dip that. Oh wow, look at that cute little turbo. Oh. Let's just check out this oil. Oh, it's probably got all the water underneath it.
Black.
Do you want it? Do you want to drop the plug?
Probably might not be a bad idea.
Oh, look like underneath here.
Fuels, yeah.
Oh. Oh. What the hell kind of Himo whatever hose thing we got going on here?
I don't know. I'm not getting fuel pressure through here.
Yeah. That's the in, that's the out. That goes to the return. You got your tickler pump hooked up the right direction?
Yeah.
You sure?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, makes sense. Oh! Fan
I broke that free.
Oh. What about the alternator?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's free. This thing's just gonna go.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Man,
Better melt some snow in there.
Put some ice cubes in there.
Parking in the shade.
Oh wait.
What?
I got the vent closed on the auxiliary tank.
Oh. Wow. Go figure.
It's pumping fuel, it's just not giving it to us here. Well, maybe we try maybe see if it cranks over first.
Alright. Let's dip the hydraulic tank. I don't
think we can get into it without, well we can. Just gotta take the thing apart. Alright, we're gonna give her some fire. Let me get off of here, hang on.
Oh!
Come on.
Can I go?
Uh-oh.
Clicky clicky. It's doing something.
Let's go investigate. Where is the starter? Ow. What switch? Yeah.
Okay, now.
Okay, we got crank. Oh, that's a good sign.
Okay.
We gotta get more fuel to this.
I didn't. I shut it off
Yeah.
because it started to go. All right, we gotta dip that tank.
Okay. Well, we're gonna check the hydraulic oil.
We gotta do
Check the hydraulic oil and
down the line of sight, glass, whatever.
let me get a wrench for that. All right, so we have fuel, we got power, we got crank. Fluids look decent. Not sure how long this thing's been sitting. Hydraulic oil is about there. Should be up here, but I think it's okay for now. Main goal now is get this thing on the trailer.
Alright.
Well, what do you think?
I'll give her a shot.
Alright, get up in there and get this thing.
Hold on, did we? You didn't bring no water, no coolant. You didn't bring nothing, did you?
Dude, we only gotta get it on the trailer. Hang on. Go ahead. Like it never shut off. Let it idle for a bit, maybe. Huh. That's pretty impressive. I have no idea how long this machine's been sitting.
Where the hell's the throttle?
You gotta push the buttons here.
Oh, come on.
I think it's one of these.
Whoa. Wow. That shit works.
It's surprising it works. Normally they got hand throttles in here. Well, give her a go.
Oh, we got extra. Oh, God. We're probably gonna come up through my ass.
Hey, it's in your controls. Guess we need oil.
I was worried about, and it wouldn't even stop.
Yeah.
It started.
All right, well, we're gonna have to get some oil. But she runs and tries to work, so. See anything in the filter
where's
down
your
there?
shoelace? Drop your shoelace down.
Shoelace.
What?
I have a piece of wire.
Yeah, get the wire.
Hang on.
Alright, is your fuel circulating or what?
I don't know.
I can't believe you didn't bring no hydraulic oil.
Dude.
I mean, just a 5-gallon pail.
Listen, I was thinking that. Okay, that wire is
What do you mean?
attached.
You also were thinking about either too.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't bring that.
Whoa.
Whoa, what do we got there?
We got all sorts of stuff.
Oh
here.
man. Oh man.
We got grease.
Oh man,
grease
are we
guns.
recording?
No.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we are actually.
Oh man.
Hey, look at this. We got this. Look at this. Bar oil.
The bar oil. We could put the hydraulic oil into the hydraulic.
Motor oil. Some Walmart grease. Super Tech. More Walmart grease. Oh, right, that's different.
Some good stuff. You want to
Funnels,
pump up your
filter
tracks. That's about it.
Will this work for your dipstick? Yeah, that's kind of scuzzy.
No.
Oh, we got a spare hydraulic line.
Yeah, that's probably one that's broke.
Okay. We need something to.
I think we did a DBBB.
No, that was the battery jumper.
Oh, all right. What do we got?
Okay, we need something to check the
wedge.
You keep it.
No.
You need it. Do we have a dipstick?
No.
Can we use engine oil
Why don't we use the
dipstick?
engine oil dipstick?
Think with your dipstick, Jimmy. Ugh. Alright. There's a filter in here, so this is gonna be like pretty unproductive.
What do you mean? Okay, you're good. Okay, now pull it back out. Come on.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
It's down the bottom. Just below the sight glass.
Oh.
Hopefully there's some in the cylinders.
Oh. Alright.
Okay.
I don't think it'll howl, but I don't think it'll be nice. Do we have any engine oil? We might as well dump that in there.
In there? I guess it's not gonna hurt. A little bit.
I don't know.
A little bit of 1540. It's probably a gallon of it. I don't know how full it is.
Oh, they come over here. Look at this thing. I mean, I don't even be talking to crazy people.
Oh, there isn't a whole lot in here. I don't think it's worth it.
Alright, well, look at this one. I think we'll be okay, but that's like...
Oh yeah, I mean all the cylinders are probably full too still yet. So we're good.
This thing's been sitting here for however long. You're probably
they're
gonna
not
pick
gonna
up the stick and it's probably gonna go ding ding ding.
Well, it's not gonna like.
All right, no,
siphon
you're right.
out.
You're right because the bucket's curled.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, we can uncurl.
I mean, we
the
got.
bucket, whatever. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess the only thing we can think about doing is.
We got fuel.
I don't know. Let me go crack that again. I think it might be water because the whole top's covered in snow. Final drives. Yeah, crack them open. That's the least of our concerns right now. Okay, let's see. We got some fuel coming through this filter now. Oh yeah, we got some air coming out. Got a little bit of air coming out.
Don't step on my feet. Or your feet step on my hands.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it'll fire. Worst case, we got crap.
It should be blowing up out of there.
Should be.
I know the fire. It already did fire. All right. Is there anything else that we're missing?
So we got.
Want to take and make it so we can snuff out the turbo?
I can probably squeeze that.
All right.
I mean, we could take that off, I guess.
I mean, is it going to be beneficiary? Are we scared?
I don't think I'm really scared about it running away. It's in Isuzu, not a friggin' Detroit. All right, so we have fuel, we got power, we got crank. Fluid look decent. Not sure how long this thing's been sitting. Hydraulic oil is about there. Should be up here, but I think it's okay for now. Main goal now is get this thing on the trailer.
Alright.
Oh, what do you think?
I'll give her a shot.
Alright, get up in there and get this thing.
Do we? You didn't bring no water, no coolant? You didn't bring nothing, did you?
Dude, we only gotta get it on the trailer. Hang on. Go ahead. Like it never shut off. Let it idle for a bit, maybe. Huh. That's pretty impressive. I have no idea how long this machine's been sitting.
Where the hell's the throttle?
You gotta push the buttons here.
Oh, come on.
I think it's one of these.
Whoa. Wow. That shit works.
It's surprising it works. Normally they got hand throttles in here. Well, give her a go.
Oh, we got extra. Oh, God. We're probably gonna come up through my ass.
Hey, it's in your controls. Guess we need oil.
I was worried about, and it wouldn't even stop.
Yeah.
It started.
All right, well, we're gonna have to get some oil. But she runs and tries to work, so since they're cleaning the property out.
Made it back from the store.
Yeah, we just got back from the store. Had a real long commute.
We went over into the store venue of the yard.
Found two new
Oh, geez.
found two new pails of hydraulic oil. Hey, and you know what else there is? There's a funnel in storage. You just gotta get to the funnel.
That one.
Didn't you? Yeah, you put vegetable oil in your tractor. Alright, we got a funnel. All right, got a funnel. You want to get up there?
I want you to do something.
Well, you're gonna have to film then.
Can't be worthless all the time. Okay. What are you doing? Dude, that is not clean enough. That is not clean enough.
Okay.
I don't care if this thing is a damn toilet.
You are.
Ahead of you. I know it's a toilet, but still.
It's not a toilet.
I can't do that.
You're gonna hurt its feelings. It's not a trailer yet.
Maybe it likes it that way.
It likes it dry. We gotta cut that one out.
You went that far.
I'm sorry. So what are your thoughts right now? I think this is like
an old guy had this that was very crude.
Yeah.
And he didn't really fix anything.
He had hydraulic in his stock though.
Yes, he did. And whatever. You know, can we do something about it?
Yeah, we're gonna dump it on its side.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, how'd that taste?
No comment.
More than PG rated.
That was a bonehead move.
What?
I just used snow to clean it off.
Well, that's all right. Clean water's all right. What? I can't believe that thing sucked up that fluid that fast. I don't know. It's going to something funny. Funny business going on. What do you want?
Business.
You want a rag? Well, you don't want my snot rag. All right, dump it in there.
I'm gonna fall off this machine. It's really slippery up here.
Well, it'll be funny.
Content. Stop! I can't laugh.
Just
get it in the hole.
Dump it in the whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh, that looks like motor oil.
Roll anti-wear hydraulic oil. You can buy that over now, I think.
Well, I'm just here for moral support. What do you take of all this?
I don't really know. I mean, I'm kind of like starting to get suspicious now.
Why?
Because this stuff doesn't happen to me. The fact that there's 10 gallons of hydraulic oil 20 feet from the machine.
I'm telling you, it was an old guy, and he was set in his ways. What did... Oh! Jeez.
He's a squirter.
PG rated.
How's our level looking?
I don't care. Just dump it in.
We don't want to be over full. It'll blow the top off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's really what we're worried about. Oh, yeah, all the cylinders are all full. Yeah, start it up. That's exactly what I was worried about. Huh. I guess both our negative lucks kind of cancel out.
Yeah, yeah.
But it ain't on the trailer yet. Who's gonna bombard it through the woods? It's on cat controls.
Well, we can switch it. We can switch it. Alright, well, we put 10 gallons in. It's not in the gauge yet, but we're gonna give her a shot. It's running out of fuel. Alright, we might have to reprime the fuel system. Alright, there we had some fuel. There's some air, there's pressure. Alright. What's that?
I think this foot pedal's stuck.
Oh, for the hydraulics. Yeah, it looks like somebody stepped on it. Alright, so we got that cracked. Let's shut this off quick. Dude, it's like bent. Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know. Is the fuel system or whatever?
Yeah, I did get some air out of it. I think we're okay.
That was it. That was it.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. That's not it.
It's water, it's water.
Okay, okay.
You're getting a shower.
Okay. What do we do now?
Well, we should probably secure things here.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Let's just hammer the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll cut it out.
All right, look for leaks.
That's all water. Yeah.
Shut this.
Yeah.
Man, we're really lighting the world on fire.
You're at an idle. Don't hit the P button, hit the E button. I know. That's all air. Okay, we have drive. Huh. It didn't like the swing. So we're having a problem with the swing brake currently.
Yeah. There's fuses in the back. They're gonna be green. Gosh, I'm doing a lot of freaking grunting. I think I'm getting fat or something. What are you bedozen?
I'm looking here. See if you can figure out which one needs to go
Just
on
look
there.
at the one that looks commonly whatever. I mean, this is
Oh,
common
there's a
thing.
green one.
Oh, okay. Is it pop?
I don't know.
Look.
I'm working on it. There's a couple green
Is
ones
there
here.
another button here that releases the swing brake?
Oh, that one's good.
Oh, Linda?
I don't know.
Yo.
That one's good too.
Oh.
I don't know if it has a swing brake release or not.
Radio horn storm. Oh, stop. Heater. Oh yeah, header. Wiper.
Hey, we got a
lamp,
radio.
fuse puller.
What's this thing?
Wasabi.
Sure, wasabi.
Entry control module. Power
Hey, there's something
on,
over here.
Swing brake.
This here.
What?
What's that do?
I think that's it.
It might be. Okay, so it was that way. Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, we'll go the other way.
Okay. Trial and error. I'm going towards you so you get knocked off.
Okay, I'll go for a ride.
Stop. Why is it not going?
Okay, you can go past the swing brake. It seems to be less bad that way. You know, I never really checked. I never really looked at the swing motor. It looks like it's been replaced, but no, there's no oil in it. Gonna pump this track up.
Oh. You ever used one of these things before?
The grease gun?
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to use them. Hey, it's actually cruising right up.
Are you gonna make it?
I don't know. It's gonna be better than it was.
Do we have low gear on this thing?
No, that's just battery dying. I have another battery.
I said, do we have low gear?
No. I mean, it shouldn't roll off now.
That's good. We're good.
Okay.
Want to grease the rest of the machine? Yeah.
No.
We're taking it right to a job, right?
Oh yeah, right to a job.
Oh.
All right.
All right. What do you think?
I think we should investigate an alternative route.
All right.
I don't think we have many options though. All right, we're gonna walk her out of here. shuddery and not moving right. So we're gonna just try and get her on the trailer, get back to the shop, and we'll figure it out then. We got a deadline to get this off the property, and the deadline's like tomorrow at noon. So it's about an hour and a half away from my shop. So we want to make sure we get this thing out here today because we got the truck and trailer out here. So yeah, let's get this loaded up. Well, it's all loaded up, chained down. Alright, well, it's the next day here, and as you guys saw, we got the abandoned Hitachi Excavator loaded up here. Just so happens, as soon as Jim put the boom down, it blew a hydraulic line. So we went to the dealer this morning and got a new line made. Got some oil too, so let's change that out. Alright. So we got new O-rings with the line, so it's a good idea to change them out. Just hope they're the right ones. They should be. Go. Yeah, this one pretty hard. Change that out. Go. Got that one in. Alright, let's get this line routed through here. I believe it went down. Not really anywhere to stand on here. So I believe this one went down underneath all of those lines.
That one seems to go around back. These aren't going to sometimes. Really don't need to stick out here too. I would this might go. But I don't know. Go.
Alright, we're gonna give this thing a shot, try and get out the trailer. It's kind of difficult to work on it being up on the trailer, so if we can at least limp it off the trailer and work on it down here in the flat, it'll be a lot nicer. Alright, so I've done a lot of troubleshooting with this, and quite honestly, it's not something I can really show you guys on camera because, for one, you'd be bored to tears. But, so here's what I've kind of come up with. I was trying to put it in limp mode. I'm unable to do that. It just didn't, because the way you do that, you gotta switch the plate around. It basically moves this plate inside the bottom of the pump to a different position, and I couldn't get it to turn, and I didn't want to break anything inside the pump. So I just put that back. Spent about an hour or so reading, researching, whatever, so have you, and figured out, because I've also got the issue where it seems like the swing brake is applied. So, figured out that fuse number 7, it's a 1 amp fuse, and it powers the PVC, primary valve controller. It is basically the computer for the hydraulics and the valving. When you pull that fuse, you'll have full speed and function of this machine. It swings fine, works fine, tracks fine. If you give it full power, it will bog out and die. Now, from my understanding, what this means is there is a sensor. It's basically the pump's in full swash, which is full flow. So there's a sensor that is causing a problem with that. But just to show you, I mean, this machine's pretty healthy when it's actually running properly. So I'll show you how it runs. Alright, it's been a little while since I worked on this, so I decided the best way to go about fixing this machine's hydraulic issues was to buy the manual version kit, which eliminates all the electronics that basically run the hydraulics in these machines. So let's get it over in front of the shop and start digging into it. So here's where we're going to spend a good bit of time. Should probably clean some of these leaves out of here first, but basically we're moving this, bunch of just stuff in here. So it's going to be a little hard to film all of it because I got to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing, but I will try to film a bunch of it. Alright, so here's what we're working with. We got this, which is considered the flow controller. Got two of these little stubs, I think they're called stoppers, plugs, I don't know. They move back and forth, they got springs and shims. Got this like bushing. This, from what I can tell, connects the flow controller to your hydraulic pump. Shims, springs, this is the bottom plate. These are the block off plates for the stroke and de-stroke solenoids. A couple extra hoses, more hoses. Alright, so now I've got a very crude set of instructions. I don't really know exactly what we're doing here. I'm just kind of working through it the best I can. So as you can see, I got all this cleaned up nice. The flow controller goes here. These are your two solenoids up here that get blocked off, so we're going to take them off, put the blocker plates in, we should be done there. That's about all I've got figured out so far. Oh, and the plate goes down here. So for now we're just going to work on taking some of this stuff apart, and I'll check back with you in a bit. Alright, so we got the two stopper blocks in place. Just make sure you clean these up really good because there's a little bit of paint there. So I'm not really sure because the instructions don't say anything about it, but I'm assuming these plugs are going to come out and we're going to attach hoses to it at some point, and they're going to run into the flow controller. Like I said, these instructions, they're horrible. Like, I think that's the biggest complaint everybody has with this, so I'm going to try and clarify this a little bit with this video. So anyway, guess the next step would be to try and mount this flow controller, which it's a whole nother process. Because the pictures don't look like what I have, and they're talking about O-rings that don't work, and we'll get through it. Alright, so I just figured out how this goes together. Alright, now that little piece I thought went in there, it does go in there, but what we have here is you get your big spring here, and that stopper piece I was showing you before. That stopper piece goes down in this bore here. You got your little spring goes on there, and the big spring. And that sets you up so you're good to go. And then, like I said, this piece here, you can either put this in the pump itself or put it in this block here. Just make sure you got your O-rings on there. And then this gets set down in here. You'll also see in there it's got like a step piece inside there. That spring will set on there. So you get this all put together, And just like that. You run your bolts down through that and snug it down. And then you're basically ready to go as far as taking all the plugs out and such. So get that bolted down. I took this top plate off, but I think you just leave that on. I didn't know. I was just kind of trying to figure it out as I went in here. But yeah, so now you'll take all your plugs out and run your lines. Alright, so I've got all of these hoses routed except this one. This one here is going to go around here and up to your main control valve. There's a plug you take out and you put another one in, and that's where this hooks up. So just for a little bit of reference, I found a few pictures on heavy equipment forums that help me with the hose routing, because there is no help when it comes to hose routing in the set of instructions I found. So off the pump, you got this one here, runs around top of the flow valve. Front top port here goes around and goes to the back solenoid blocker. The front solenoid blocker loops around, goes under your pilot pump here, and ends up at this fitting here. There was actually a hose here before, and that one had gone up to the top of here. It was the one that went into this fitting here. Bottom one on the left side of your flow control valve goes to this port back here. You're gonna have to pull a plug out of there. You'll also have to pull a plug out of this one too. Okay, so that basically covers all that. The only thing left to do here is we need to take this bottom plate off and replace it with the other one. I'm not really sure why or what's under here, but we'll get into that shortly. I just wanted to explain the hose routing while it's so fresh in my mind here. Alright, so this is the bottom plate, and I forgot completely that, so this plate here, you can actually, if you pull it out and you spin around, it'll put the machine in limp mode. Anyway, just a tip to know in case you're stuck on a job and something happens, you can always put this in. As long as it stays locked in this hex, you can spin it around and it'll put the machine in like 60% power mode. You'll be able to at least finish your day out or get on a trailer or whatever. But sorry, anyway, the new plate does not have any of this, so I'm assuming that's why we're putting it in. So, alright, let's get that bolted in, and we'll run this last line, change that valve out, and we should be good to try it. Alright, so this is the plug on the Alright, so the main plug that we got to take out here is this one here. So you take that out and you replace it with this. Okay, we got that standpipe in there and we got the line fitted. I'm gonna zip tie it a little bit better here, but there's a spot following these main lines here where you can sneak it through into where the hydraulic compartment is. Alright, now we're back down here where the hydraulic compartment is. You can see this line here is the one we were working with. It comes through from back there. I'm going to probably tie it in with this large line here, bring it around, and that goes in the top of our flow diverter. So, as of right now, I believe we should be able to fire this up. So let me just clean this stuff up quick and we'll give her a go. Alright, well, we're ready to fire this thing up, so let's set the camera up here and fire it up, because this will be where the action happens. Well, it's not stalling, so that's a good sign. Got a little leak there, let's try and tighten that up quick. So we still have a slight issue. It does exactly what it did before. It's a good thing, but it's still not right. So there's still something wrong. All right, well, it's the next day and we're back working on this thing. Did some stuff off camera here and I think I figured out the problem. So, all right, so I was concerned that I was thinking about it last night, and the problem that it seemed like it seemed like the pump wasn't de-stroking. It was running at full swash, basically full hydraulic output, which would cause a stalling condition. So I got thinking about it. I thought maybe one of these solenoid blockers in the back, maybe one of them was on backwards. So I took that off, realized I had it the proper way. Okay, next spot to look. I had some extra parts and I wasn't really sure what they were for or what was going on with it. So I took the whole flow controller off, which wasn't really that hard to do. The hardest part of this whole conversion was figuring out where the lines go. And I will try and include some pictures that are, well, you got a good video view here, but I will try and include some pictures to show where they go, or maybe even a diagram. But anyway, so once you take the lines off, it's easy to get the flow controller off. It's only 4 hex head or Allen machine screws. So I pulled that off and realized that at the bottom there, there's plugs. There's like 4 or 5 plugs, and in my pictures, it has a diagram of these plugs, but doesn't really tell you what to do. So after studying the diagram a little bit, I was able to figure out that you have to take one of these out. Depending on which machine you're working on, you take a different plug out. So I took that out, and I also installed more shims because I found a section that tells you how many shims you're supposed to use. I'll include pictures of all this at the end so you guys can see what's going on with that. But so I put it all back together, tightened all the hoses up, double checked everything, fired it up, and it works good. So let's demonstrate that now. I do want to disclose that this machine is currently running Caterpillar ISO controls, whatever you want to call it. I run John Deere SAE controls. So I'm not the best, but I'll get it done. So like I said, I'm kind of messed up because I'm used to Deere controls, but as you can see, it does everything it's supposed to. It's smooth, it's powerful, it's quick, and it seems to be working pretty good. I haven't run one of these machines in a long time, so I don't know how they're really supposed to operate, but I feel like this is acceptable. It's much quicker than my 490 was. So I think I'm gonna maybe clean the cab out a little bit. I don't need to show that though, but clean the cab out a little bit, maybe go try and move some stuff around with it. We'll see. But for now, it basically covers the repair part of this hydraulic system. All right, so we made it up the mountain. Let's see if we can throw some rocks around. think we're going to chalk this up to one of two things. One, water and fuel, or two, bad fuel filters. Definitely got a fuel delivery issue. Good news is everything in here looks good yet. No major leaks or anything. You may see drips every now and then, but it's not oil, it's water. So that's a good thing, I guess. That's just water. But all right, well, I kind of run out of time now, so we're going to get back to this. I'll try and get some fuel filters, and maybe I'll drain. I know in my 490 I drained and cleaned the tank out. Maybe I'll let this set for a couple days, and I'll try to drain what's off the bottom of the tank, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, my filter kit finally came in for this unit here. I think, you know, every time I come up here I crack the valve in the bottom of that tank, and I don't think we're ever going to get the water out of it, so I'm just going to drain the whole tank and hopefully get it all out and put fresh diesel in. But for now I want to go through and change the fuel filter, oil filter, air cleaners. We'll see. I don't think the hydraulic filters are hard to change on these. I'll probably do that while we're here. And anything else that I can easily do while we're up here. I don't have a whole lot of tools up here, the machine's up here, but shop's not far away, so I can just go get it. But yeah, so let's get right to this. So we'll see. I think we're gonna have some more water coming off the bottom of this. Yeah, it's still crystal clear, so we'll let that go for a little bit. Get all set up here so we can switch over to a funnel. We'll let the water run out of there. No sense catching that. Alright, let's pull this air cleaner out of here while that fuel's still draining. Yeah, this definitely no good. I know this isn't the right setup, but I'm missing stuff. I think this will work though. Yeah, okay. Right. All right. Let's get this filter housing off. I don't really remember. There's a chance the filter's under here, but we're gonna take this one off first. Just because for some reason this makes sense to me. But most likely it's probably under the other cover. Make sure you always relieve the pressure, because sometimes you'll end up with a hydraulic bath, and that's not very pleasant. All right, moment of truth. Did we pull the right cover? Oh. There's not a filter in there. Pretty sure there's supposed to be a filter right there. Oh yeah, yep, there is the filter. You know what? Just for good measure, we're gonna pull this one off quick too. Interesting. All right, anyway. It's a little nasty. O-rings. New filter. Put this one on top. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we got this guy here. Goes down there. The rust is sitting for a little while, I guess. Alright, so this is the primary fuel filter. Let's get that out of there. Hopefully. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Well, that was not tight. Tight, not tight at all. Kind of empty too. Alright. Let's put some, let's fill this up with some diesel. Hopefully make starting this thing a little bit easier. Alright, we got this filter full. Let's throw this back on there and hopefully not make too much of a mess. I still can't believe how loose that other filter was. I bet you that was half the issue. This thing not running right. Probably sucking some air. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 gallons of fuel we drained out of this. There's still a little bit more in there, but I had 5 gallons of fresh fuel, and I'm pretty confident that we should be okay now. So let's try and get this thing running, because I kind of parked in a stupid spot for trying to service it. But then again, I wasn't really planning on servicing it here. But yeah, I gotta spin the house. The back of the machine is kind of right where Marley's laying. And it'll be good to run it for a little bit, get the oil warmed up. So yeah, let's get this thing fired up and spun around. Alright, well, we'll let that run for a little bit. Let the oil get heated up some. We'll drop that oil out of there and change the filter, put some fresh oil in it, and then try testing it out. I think a combination between the fuel filters and that much water being in the fuel, I mean, this thing's already running a lot better, so we'll see if it works. All right. There we go. Okay. This could be a good time or a bad time. Haven't decided yet. Alright, that stuff's ripping out of there. Okay. All right. Wow. I didn't think the oil got that hot, but I guess that's a good thing. We'll get a lot of it out of there. All right, let's give this thing a go, see if it's all fixed. Alright, so I'm back working on this excavator, the Hitachi, that we pulled out of the woods, and been dealing with a lot of just random issues from it setting. So there was a lot of water in the fuel tank. I thought I got it all. Well, I didn't. So we had a lot of issues trying to get that sorted out. Finally got it all drained out. I basically had to drain the whole tank out and put fresh fuel in, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. But, you know, there was a lot of fuel in there, so I was trying to save what I could, because fuel's not cheap. So anyway, we got that drained out, got fresh fuel in it, and I was running it, trying to make sure the hydraulics and everything were functioning properly, and I spun the machine around and the fan belt was laying on the track. So we got a new one of them here. Same exact one. We'll get that installed quick. Okay, so we got the guard off there. Alright, probably gonna have to get this alternator loosened up. It's a different size. I'll get this loosened up here. It's a good sign the alternator's free. Actually, it looks newer. Ooh, that's tight now. That might be enough. Alright, let's see if we can fish this belt through here. It's always fun getting a belt around a fan. Alright, let's see if we get it down around the crank. Around the crankshaft, around the water pump. Alright, now we gotta get over the alternator. Ooh. Now maybe we'll put it over the alternator first. Work it over that. Go. Alright, got that around everything. I'm just gotta get this alternator tension. Alright, so fortunately I found this random piece of steel that I have up here. Let's try and get this tensioned out the best we can. Not really anywhere to pry off of. This thing's like a not quite the right shape. There we go. That's a little tighter would be nice. Work. Maybe the belt will stop squealing now. got good tension on there now. Okay, well, let's put this shroud back on and we'll give her a shot. Alright, we got the shroud back on. That's all good. Belt's tight. Let's fire it up and see if it squeals and see if it throws the belt off immediately. I did check that everything was free, like water pump and everything, so that was my first concern when it threw the belt off. I thought, well, maybe the alternator locked up or the water pump locked up or something, but no, we should be good there. So let's get this thing fired up. All right. Running and it seems quiet. We're still working some water out, it seems, though. Not a big deal. We'll just let that run, I guess, let it work the water out, and be back with you in a bit. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys what I've been fighting here, and I kind of found it totally by mistake. It got a little dark last night, so I didn't have time to not that I didn't have time, I couldn't really show you what I was doing. So I pulled the line off the primary filter and I wanted to blow air back through it. Inside the banjo bolt was this little pre-screen. This thing is absolutely full of just stuff. So pulled this out, fired the clicker pump up, and it flows fuel like none other. So blew the line out anyway because I want to make sure. Tested it and it runs good and everything. So I'm going to clean this up and we'll put it back in. Alright, so this screen goes in. This is your inlet. So if you're having issues with one of these machines, I'm pretty sure most of these old Hitachis are very similar. So you can crack this banjo bolt here. So by the way, in case you didn't know, a banjo bolt is a hollow bolt, and I guess the reason it's called that is because this fitting here, I don't know, kind of looks like a banjo. Anyway, bolt's hollow. This one's a little different. You see it's got a real big hole, and it's also got internal threads there. So, and these are just sealing crush washers. So you take your filter here, you run that in there, and that just gets snugged in there like that. And it really can't go anywhere anyway, but yeah. Get that in there, put that back together. I'd be really curious to see if this would actually work without the clicker pump. So we got her running good. Put that screen back in there. It's got plenty of power, as you just saw, and we got the hydraulics working good. So I think that's going to kind of wrap this video up. I mean, we pulled this thing out of the woods in the snow, and it'd been sitting for who knows how many years, but we got her back to running good here, and I think that's going to kind of wrap this video up, because I'm not going to put any more time or money into it. It's not really, there's no reason you couldn't restore this back to perfect condition, but for me it's not really worth it, because at the end of the day it's still an older machine. I enjoy saving these old machines, because anyone else that wasn't mechanically inclined probably would have scrapped this thing, and I wouldn't want to see that happen, because these are good old machines. But yeah, so like I said, we got her going. I'm probably going to sell this one off. As much as I'd like to keep it, not really much use for having it around, because well, you'll see the video on what's coming next, but you know. So yeah, this old girl hopefully is going to find a new home, and somebody will get some use out of her instead of just rotting away in the woods like it was. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.